What a night for a fight. Under the lights, my name is Todd Grisham. We are here at the Empire Fight Camp. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. And it's Terry Harper. She fights in the lightweight division, weighing in at 60.8 kilos, 174 centimeters tall, with a reach of 165. And she'll be facing Miss GB, Natasha Jonas. She weighed in at 61.2 kilos. She stands at 173 centimeters with a reach of 165.
Todd, this is well anticipated.
Terry Harper. She won the IBO lightweight title in 2019 and then did it in the WBC in 2020. She fights out of Denby, England. Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool, England, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022.
It'll be ding-ding from first off. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Yorkshire, England, here is a women's super featherweight champion of the world, Terry Belter Harper. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Liverpool, England, here is the five-time champion at 64 kilograms, a two-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love that. We might see a high-tempo fight here.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Trying to relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. Nice counter. The courage on display here is incredible. If this fight is anything like the first time Harper met Jonas, we're in for an extremely close bout. When they met in 2020, it ended in a draw.
Terry Harper, Natasha Jonas, I was there, I was ringside. What a fight it was. We all thought Natasha was over the hill. I tell you, me too. But Terry Harper, she went in there, she was fresh, but what did Natasha do? The Olympic golden girl, what did she do? I personally thought she won the fight. She got a draw, but I personally thought she won it. She deserves this rematch, so now the time has come.
And they figure out the combination to this set.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great work. I love that. I love what you're doing.
And there's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looking at social media right now, Johnny, and the entire boxing world is buzzing about this battle under the stars.
These fighters have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everyone's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is it.
Perfect counter lands. That jab doesn't score. These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Hatchet, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You capture.
I like that round. The jab.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Good counter punching. Misses with the straight left. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Find a home with that jab. Missing with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Harper in that last round. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn.
Get your boxing back on.
Back at it in round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Caution being thrown to the wind. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How would you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Harper in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. There's the bell for round 5. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. It's bombs away. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Fight so far, both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They block the left there. Through the straight left, but it won't score. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Harper in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like...
Doesn't matter. We've done so much better before. Just forget that.
On to the 6th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
No rest for the weary. There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into a rhythm, the fight is over.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Harper in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has. And there's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
She misses with the jab. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That counter shot lands. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice stop, but that won't score. Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Harper in that last round. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
The bell.
And we enter the 8th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Nice counter shot by her. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
She scores with that counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Harper in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously...
Back out there and focus.
There's the bell to start round 9. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both trying for a knockout. The straight right just misses. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Let's see what her trainer has to say here. They have got to turn this around after going down twice in that last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Great round. Now relax. Relax. Up there, get your boxing back on. As soon as you start doing your thing, you're going to... Don't rest on your laurels here. Don't give them no free shots.
And here comes the 10th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Straight right just misses. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk talk about Harper in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Okay, let's just focus.
And there's the bell for round 11. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got to...
Down goes Terry Harper. She never saw that punch coming. Let's take another look.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you continue.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Insane action. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. This fight has a real good flow to it. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Harper in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
If you box, you will win. Get back up there.
And there's the bell to start round 12. You can see the frustration on her face in the corner. She knows it is go time now. Fight or flight. She's got to get back in it in this round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Good counter shot by her. Catches and counters. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do?
How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me your breath.
No surprises, we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.
pick a side, pick a side. Will you live, will you die, will you quit, will you try? Sweating eyes, who am I? Champion till I die, every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side, pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow.